Oh, no. Guess what? It's that time. It's good Shabbos time. Good Shabbos time.
Check. All right.
Max, she needs her ears. She's got her ears. Can you imagine a piano player that doesn't have her ears?
Yeah. Sorry. Give me a second.
Let me start this one more time.
What?
It's good Shabbos time. Come on, everybody, sit down. Let's do it. Okay, so tonight is Alumni Shabbat and Family Immersion Shabbat. So we got a lot of Shabbat. So what we need, Mr. Kamener, is for you to sit down. We need everybody over there seated. We cannot have people standing in the foyer, etc., because it's a fire hazard. Mr. Josh. Okay, you're lucky. Without a continuous striving for understanding, the Bible is like paper money without security. Yet such understanding requires austere discipline and can only be achieved in attachment and dedication. in retaining and reliving the original understanding as expressed by the prophets and the ancient sages. There is always the danger of trying to interpret the Bible in terms of paganism. As there is false prophecy, there is false understanding. It is possible to commit murder in the name of the Torah. One may be a scoundrel and act within the letter of the law. There has indeed been so much pious abuse that the Bible is often in need of being saved from the hands of its admirers. So, these words of Rabbi Heschel, of course, they disturb me greatly because we live in a world where it's like one and done. I learned that, I don't need it anymore. Rather than having a continuous understanding. And then there are people who take words and they pervert them for their own use. Just as he talks about pious abuse, committing murder in the name of Torah, being a scoundrel within the letter of the law. When we are engaged in continuous understanding, then we continually interpret, reinterpret, and live engaged in the text, engaged in our own lives. What's so important, this week's Parsha begins the story in some ways of the Jewish people because it's the beginning of the story of Abraham. And the Parsha, of course, is named Lech Lecha. Go to yourself, go for yourself. You are a blessing. Well, it's not just to Abraham that this is said, it's to us. And when we have a continuous understanding, we immerse ourselves in the text, then we're able to see that we have the power to be a blessing and we have the power to be a curse. We have the power to bless others and we have the power to curse others. A continuous understanding means that we have to be present in the moment. We cannot phone it in. And so much of life gets phoned in. Hatred is phoning it in. Prejudice is phoning it in. It's an eye disease, as Rabbi Heschel says. The prophet said, walk in God's ways. Act godly. Every situation, there is a different way to act godly. Every situation is a different way to walk in God's path. We have to be able to acknowledge the insufficiency of our understanding and of our intellect. We are insufficient to have the whole story. We can't do it. What we can do is continually mine our texts, our lives, our friendships, our connections. Because my relationship with my mother is different now than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. All of my relationships are different today than they were yesterday. Because it's a continuous understanding, a continuous growing, a continuous connection. My fear is that we have gotten stupid. My fear is we have gotten lazy. My fear is that through that laziness, everything that's been built will fall. We have the power. We have the prophecy. We have the tools. most of all, we have the Spirit of God in us to continue, understand, and deepen our relationships with ourselves, with God, and with all others. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with a niggin. A niggin is a wordless melody. Blow out the schmutz of the week and breathe in the joy of Shabbos. On page 7 are the screens. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ohem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Lai, 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 lai. La 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 Barchoni l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu zeihem l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai 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 la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 lai.
On page 19 in the screens, Yedid Nefesh.
Hold on a second, Rabbi. We're flipping musicians. Give it up for alumni, everybody.
All right, alumni.
Ready?
Arachaman, Yedid Nefesh Arachaman, Mishoch Avdecha, Eretz Onecha, Mishoch Avdecha, Lai, 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 Eretz Onecha, Yarotz Avdecha, Kemo Ayah, Yishtachave, Lai, 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 El Mol Hadarecha, Yarotz Avdecha, Kemo Ayah, Yishtachave, Lai, 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 El Mol Hadarecha. Yedid Nefesh Arachaman, Yedid Nefesh Arachaman, Mishoch Avdecha, Eretz Onecha, Mishoch Avdecha, Eretz Onecha.
Okay, now we go to one of our favorite times, I think, right? Good. Tzedakah. Now, a lot of people confuse tzedakah with charity. Tzedakah is not charity. I want to be very clear about this. Tzedakah is a mitzvah. We're chayav, we're obligated, we get to be righteous. And one of the ways that in Judaism we be righteous is that we make sure that everybody has a seat at the table, clothes on their back, food in their stomach, and shelter over their head. So here at Beit Shuvah, we pass the tzedakah boxes. Psst. Who's passing the tzedakah boxes? Well, I'm not up there. Lauren M., Jovi G., Zach P.I., Ben N., and Olivier. Come on up. Okay. All we need is those people to come up. So we pass the tzedakah boxes. We're very, very grateful for everything you do. It helps to defray the cost of the residents learning how to have fun and sobriety and part of the Shabbos meal, etc. So we're very, very grateful. We do this every week. And thank you. The other thing we do every week is we do tshuva. So tshuva is the most unnoticed of all miracles, according to Rabbi Heschel. You can read what he says right up there. Tshuva is, there should be one going your way. Jillian, where's the one for this section? Damn. Okay, so let me go. Let me start this. Get my bearings. Tshuva is not just only the most unnoticed miracle. It is the Jewish statement that perfection is a myth. So I was talking about continuous understanding, of course. As I've gone deeper and deeper into Tshuva for the last 30 plus years, I've realized more and more that everybody trying to get it right and needing to be right and clubbing people when they're not right. The failure of people to be able to say, oops, I made a mistake, is one of the great averos in the Jewish tradition. Somehow, Jews bought into the Greek idea that we could be perfect. That was a Greek idea. We're Jews. We're not Greeks. So we know, even our ancestor, Abraham Avinu, he was not perfect. Abraham, our father, pimped mom twice, threw one kid out, and almost killed the other. And he was a great man. Both are true. So, Tshuva was put into the world before the world was created because God knew we would, according to me, God knew we would need a way back. So this whole idea of I got to be right. And if you try and tell me I'm wrong, I'm going to beat you down. Might does not make right according to the Jewish tradition, and tshuva is the proof of it. So we do tshuva out loud. The first person to do tshuva is Melanie, and then Lindsay is going to handle the microphone. That's you. Aren't you?
Oh, no, I'm just making an announcement.
Aren't you Melanie?
Yes, I'm Melanie.
Okay, so the first person is you.
Okay.
That's what, Jillian. What's the confusion? Oh, good. Okay.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
Hi. I think I'm supposed to say I'm a grateful member of this community. Okay. Hello. Welcome. And welcome to the Alumni Shabbat. So I just wanted to thank you all for coming tonight. And I wanted to see all of our alumni. So if you are an alumna or alumnus, would you please stand? Give them a hand. All right. Welcome. Now, while you're up, I'm going to ask everybody else to stand as well, if you can. And we're going to do maybe something a little untraditional, but I thought it'd be cool to do a sober or abstinence countdown. So if you have 20 plus years of sobriety, please sit down. Let's give a hand to these people. If you have between 15 and 20 years of sobriety, please sit down. Right on.
Yeah.
If you have between 10 and 15 years of sobriety, please sit down. If you have over 9 years of sobriety, please sit down. Eight or more, please sit down. The hand, yeah. 7 or more, please sit down. 6 or more, please sit down. 5 or more, please sit down. 4 or more, please sit down. 3 or more, please sit down. 2 or more, please sit down. If you have 1 or more, please sit down. If you have over 9 months, please sit down. If you have over 6 months, please sit down. If you have over 90 days, please sit down. If you have over 60 days, please sit down. If you have over 30 days, please sit down. And 0 to 29 days are newcomers. You're the most important people in the room, so thank you. You may all sit down. Awesome. Thank you. So I'm going to be passing, actually Lexi is going to be passing around some slips of paper. We are starting an alumni business directory. So this is going to be online on our Alumni Association page. So if you want to fill out the form, what you do for a living, if you're interested in being a mentor to our community, it's a way for alumni to support other alumni, community members to support residents. If people are looking for work, fill that out and put it in the basket at the back in front of the sanctuary. And my last announcement is we have an alumni council. It's our board for alumni, and we have a meeting once a month. And we're meeting next week on Thursday at Pasta Sisters at 6. So please come if you're interested in joining. And that's it. Thanks.
Now's the time if you have a tshuva, something that you're grateful for, something that you need to make an amend for. This is the time to raise your hand.
Hi everyone, my name is Judy. I'm a grateful resident here. My family came this week for family immersion, and it made me really happy to see them. I never knew that I could ever build a connection with them and be brothers and sisters again. Being vulnerable with them and being who I am now. And I feel like I changed a lot. So I'm really grateful for them coming here from New York and Miami, flying in for only few days, and I'm really grateful for Z for everything she's done, and it was the most amazing experience here at Beit Teshuvah, and I'm really happy that I did this. Thank you, Harriet, and thank you, Rabbi Mark, for everything. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name's Shayna. I'm a grateful member of this community.
Hi, Shayna.
I just wanted to give my gratitude to Harriet and Rabbi. I came through the house, and I thought I was pretty broken, but today I know that I am worth it, and everybody who is struggling in this room to stay sober, just keep holding on and use all the resources you can. Carrie Newman helped save my life. I'm just so grateful for everything Beit Teshuvah has done for me and Alex, and thank you guys.
You don't want it? My name's Scotty. I'm a grateful alumni. Lake Street. 22 years ago, in the summertime, I drove up to Lake Street, and about this time, we went to Valley Beth Shalom, and Rabbi Mark used to take us there once a year, twice a year. We'd just go show up for services, and I was taken up to the Bema, and the Ark was opened after the service, and I had a spiritual experience, and my life has never been the same since. And I am so grateful and so blessed. If you know me and you see me, you're going to hear me say I'm blessed beyond my deserving 100 times because I don't want what I deserve. So, Beit Teshuvah, Harriet, Rabbi Mark are such stellar parts of me being here and me not wearing handcuffs and a number on above my pocket. And it's a gift, and it's love, and it's a blessing that was bestowed upon me, which I can never repay. And I also want to give gratitude to my lovely wife, who's also another reason why. Why a lot of us convicts are here. So, thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos. I'm an alcoholic and a grateful member of this community. My name is Harold. Woo. Every time I walk into this house, this is my home. I'm also from Lake Street. I walked up it's almost been 20 years now. It's kind of hard to believe. And I got sober here. And I grew up here. I learned how to live here. The Rabbi and Harriet, each in their own way, have mentored me so much that it's a debt that I can never fully repay. For as long as I'm alive, I'll never be able to fully repay what you've given me over the last 19 years, 6 months, and some odd days. That's it. Have a wonderful Shabbat, everybody.
Hi, my name is Namita, and I'm a very grateful alumni of Beit Teshuvah. Alumna, sorry. So I just wanted to make an amends to Beit Teshuvah because I feel like I haven't really given back as much as I can since I left. I got really busy with work and cultivating a life outside of here, and it's coming here tonight and just seeing everybody has really inspired me to want to write some emails so that I can give back in the way that I can, because like Harold said, there is no way to repay the debt that is all the blessings that have been bestowed upon us. And one thing that's important to mention is that even for people who come here with insurance, that insurance runs out. And I stayed here for 8 months, and after my insurance ran out, I never got the boot. I was still allowed to be here. And I just think that's important to remember, that even those who do come here and can pay for a portion of their treatment, I've never heard of insurance paying for the whole tenure of the time that they allow for us to be here. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everybody from maintenance to, obviously, Rabbi Michael, Harriet, and all the other staff that work here and give freely and give to us a debt that we can really never repay. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Andy, and I'm a grateful member of this community, along with my son, Zach. There we go. That's good. My father's side of the family is from Israel, and I learned at a very young age from all of them who had been in the army that you don't leave anybody behind on the battlefield. And we've just spent the last 3 months, with my wife fighting a battle that she did not win. And yet I'm grateful to everybody in this room who helped my son when he was going through the judicial system during this entire battle, and bringing him out for a week to see my wife in the hospital before she passed away, and getting him back here to Beit Teshuvah yesterday after, and getting him sentenced here for another year. And I'm grateful to everybody in this room who helped make that happen, to Rabbi, to everyone in alternative sentencing, to Susan, to everybody. And I'm also grateful to everyone who came to visit in the sisterhood and from everywhere else who made sure we were never alone. We were never alone at the hospital. We've never been alone at home. And the people in this room have carried us, my son and I, off the battlefield. And for that, I'm forever grateful. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? My name's Ryan. It's always weird. I don't even have to say anything else. I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled beyond belief here. I'm spoiled in a lot of ways. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful. I would start to say words like, because there aren't any words. That's what I would say. I would say, just because I couldn't tell you enough words about how grateful I am. Talk about staying here. I stayed here for 52 months. That's how spoiled I was. And I didn't want to be here. I had no gratitude when I was here at the beginning. I said some really awful things when I got here, trying to get my ass kicked out of here. And the fact that I didn't want to be here and they let me stay anyway and they held on to me anyway, I don't know if they saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And the fact that I have been working here for 11 years, I think about all the people that have been helping us or helped us along, and I think about all the people that aren't even here anymore that helped us along. I don't forget those people either. A lot of those people are gone. I even think about Donna Barzayan. So some people don't even know who I'm talking about, but there are a lot of people that aren't even here anymore that I still think about. My gratitude is like, I can't, there aren't even the words to tell you. We're all spoiled to be here. What a great night to be here, alumni. And all the people who are going to become alumni, I hope. So I don't have the words, so I'm just going to say thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm a current resident, grateful member. Hi. I just want to say some gratitude for, we did Yosemite about 10 days ago, some of the residents and some of the staff, led by Zach Jones, and just wanted to say how grateful I am for the transformative nature of this place. If you told me a year ago that I would have had 8 months sobriety and would have been able to do a 21-mile hike, I would have asked what you were smoking because I wanted to have some of that, because that would have been absolutely insane. So this place has changed me for the best. I'm really happy to be here. That's all I got. Thank you.
My name is Jeremy. I'm an extremely grateful member of this community. Alumni, Shabbat, family, immersion. What I experience when I see these or hear these two things and we come to celebrate tonight is just healing. You know, as an alumni, I've been given the gift of having my life back, and that started with a woman with a vision, and a woman crazy enough to marry that man over there. Man, through their blood, sweat, and tears, we're here tonight, and we get to celebrate. And to me, that's something amazing, you know. The family's coming together. This is beautiful. I'm honored to witness like the healing of what goes on through this week, you know. To get to sit with your children as a clinician and watch them rejoice, repair relationships, and come back to true form as part of their families. It's beautiful. And we get to do that here. And we do that every day. again, this place runs through the contribution of donations. I've been bestowed a life by the generosity of the people in this room, and for that I'm ever grateful. And then last piece, all the love and light I really do owe to Shuva. It's hard for me, you know. I come here and I try to put the best me, and I forgot to live in truth and transparency with somebody I love. And for that, babe, I love you. I'm glad that I woke up and witnessed what I was almost about to lose. And I thank you every day for sticking with me, putting up with me, and sticking by my side. Because you have to be as crazy as Harriet to marry someone like me. Love you guys. You have a good night.
I want to give gratitude really quickly. Rabbi just stood up, which means we're done. I'm Lindsay. I'm a grateful member of this community.
Hey, Lindsay.
I'm just grateful I keep coming back to visit so I don't have to come back to stay, right? That really stuck with me, that when you come back to visit, you don't have to come back to stay. And Rabbi, I'm grateful for our meeting. I'm really excited for November 7th. And to fill you guys in, turns out I'm not really a Jew, so I'm converting. And Rabbi is facilitating that. And I'm grateful. Thank you.
I'm grateful. It's you know, as I was listening to everybody, I thought, everybody who's here is a witness. And how grateful I am, and hopefully everybody is, to witness the transformation from lost, closed, forgotten, forgetting, to open, awake, alive, woke, and joyous. And that's what happens. That's what we heard tonight. It's what we hear every day. It's what we hear every Friday night. And so everybody that you hear speak is testifying to the resilience of the human spirit. And being able to be a part of that is really beyond words. I can't even describe it. And I'm grateful to the families also. It's hard. It's hard to take a shot and see what's going to come. It's hard to come with resentments and fears, anger, frustration, and sadness, and be able to transform that into something that becomes connected and holy and vulnerable. So thank you, Z. Thank you, Harriet, for making it happen. I'm grateful to Warren Breslow, who's here. I don't say it enough. I say it to him, but I don't say it enough publicly. Warren is absolutely the most positive person you will ever meet. I don't know what glasses he was fitted with as a child, but everything that he sees only roses and possibility. 30 years ago, he saw that in Beit Shuvah. 19 years ago, actually it was 20 years ago, he saw the building next door. it was so amazing that he wouldn't let his wife, at the time Elaine of blessed memory, Harriet, or myself even see the building. It was in such disarray. And Warren, he just saw what it could be. When we figured out it was going to take $5 million to buy and rehab the building in 1998, no problem. We'll do it. And all these years, you've always said, we'll do it. And the beauty is, even people who know that he's absolutely wrong, it can't be done, we all just follow you. And it always gets done. And for that, my gratitude just keeps abounding. I'm grateful for all the alumni who are playing tonight, who are in the choir. I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful for the band, the regular members as well. And I'm grateful to you, Harriet. Oh, I have to be grateful to Barbara because I don't say it enough either. If you would all join me in just saying, thank you. And you make it all happen, baby. You got everybody to believe in your dreams. You got everybody to believe in, how did you say it? Crazy person? Is that what you said, Jeremy? You got even me to believe I could be a rabbi. So my gratitude is most of all to you for these 30 years of absolute joy and love and connection. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with me's more, everything matter. No, may the words of my mouth.
Yeah, we haven't done that one.
Is Michelle
Everybody
coming
knows
up
this
to help?
one. Come on up, Michelle.
Right here.
We're going to sing it together.
We got Michelle and Sammy.
Yeah. Meditations of my heart be acceptable, oh Lord, my rock and my redeemer. May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart, may the words of my mouth be acceptable, oh Lord. Acceptable, oh Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Well, may the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart, may the words of my mouth be acceptable. Oh, Lord, may the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable. Oh, Lord. Come here. My rock. What'd you say?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we're rocking in the house tonight. I like it. Thanks, everybody. That was great.
שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. Shabbat, tov leodot Adonai, uzamer leshimcha hayom, uzamer leshimcha. אגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמנעך בלילות עלי הסוב עלינה והיגיון בחינו זמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך
All right, I need Marmy, come on up. Marmy, you. Psst. Mamie, come on. Marmy, isn't your name Marm? What is it? Mamie. See, I put an R in there. I'm sorry. So, Mamie here has always wanted to dance. And this is the time.
Come on back. Aw.
Mamie, come on.
Let's go.
We're going to dance Shabbos in. Everybody rise and start dancing to Lichud Dodi.
Where's my drummer?
לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך ומאורי, אורי, אורי, שיר דברי כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Everybody rise, turn towards the doorway, and welcome the bride of Shabbos.
בואי ושלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצלה. טוב כמו נעם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת
Okay, we need Mark and Nina to light the Shabbos candles.
And would the choir please come to the stage as well?
Okay, I need you to move over just a little, okay? I'm gonna need some room.
Like these. I just got them. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lecha nikneh Lechad nikneh shel Shabbat.
There's a prayer called the Kedusha, and Kadosh means holiness. This is an arrangement by Michael Skloff.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כי שם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר Adonai, Adonenu, Ma'adir Shimcha bechol haaretz. Baruch Kevod Adonai, Mimkomo Eloheinu, Uhavinu, Moshiach Yashmienu,
choir was awesome. The band was awesome. That was wonderful. Thank you, choir.
Choir conductor was awesome.
Yeah. Applaud after the drosh. So this week the parsha is Parshat Lech Lecha. Rabbis already talked about it, in which we find God's first contact with Avram, and the incident with Avram's wife and Pharaoh, the splitting of the ways between Avram and his nephew Lot, a battle with 5 kings, the mystical covenant between the parts, Avram and Hagar having a son, and their subsequent banishment and return, Avram and Sarai having their names changed to Avraham and Sarah in this covenant/self-circumcision episode that he did. It was for him, his wife, and all the members of his household. The verse that I chose comes from the Hagar-Ishmael part of the story. And the English is actually kind of clunky the way I've got it up there, because the Hebrew, typically if you read a commentary on it, it says obscure. And so you need words to make it make sense in the Hebrew. So I've left it up this way, and I'll come back to the verse in a moment. So here's how the Hagar story goes. Sarai can't get pregnant, so she suggests that Avraham sleep with her female servant. The Torah conveniently says, Vayishma Avraham lekol Sarai. So now Avraham listened to his wife's voice. That's what it says. So Hagar gets pregnant, then Sarai turns on Hagar, and Avraham basically says, you do what you want to do with her, she's yours, and Hagar runs away. And in good Torah fashion, an angel of Adonai finds her by a water spring in the desert and asks what's going on. And Hagar says that she has fled from Sarai, her mistress. The angel tells her to go back, and literally it tells her to be like the poor, hit ani, under her hands. In other words, forget you are an Egyptian princess and submit yourself to her. The angel goes on to say that she and her seed will be greatly blessed, and you will have a son who shall be called Ishmael, and he will be a pere Adam. That literally means a wild donkey of a man. I usually tend to translate it uncivilized, but here that makes more sense. So then the text says that she called on the name of Adonai who had spoken to her. And the text says, Ata el roi. You are the God who sees, for she said, Hagam halom ra'iti achrei roi. Have I actually seen here what he has seen me? It doesn't make sense. So I think it really means, did I really see what I think I saw? I saw an angel talk to me. Did I really see, have I actually seen right here, after God has seen me? Did I really see what I think I saw? So of course the Torah goes on to tell us that they call the name of that place Be'er Lachai Ro'i, which means the well that belongs to the living one who sees me. Hagar gives birth to a son, Ishmael, and we learn that Avram was 86 years old. So why did I choose this passage? A lot of us in recovery have an issue with being seen. Sometimes we think we are not seen, and sometimes we really aren't seen, whether intentionally or not. It then becomes an issue of self-worth, identity, and self-esteem. Who knows where in the big book where it talks about self-esteem? Who knows? Step 4, right. Step 4, it's on pages 64 and 65 specifically. 7 times it mentions the word self-esteem. This is what it says. In dealing with resentments, we set them on paper. We listed people, institutions, or principles with whom we were angry. We asked ourselves why we were angry. In most cases, it was found that our self-esteem, our pocketbooks, our ambitions, our personal relationships, including sex, were hurt or threatened. So we were sore, we were burned up. Well, what follows? Jump a page over to 67, and it says, this was our course. We realized that the people who wronged us were perhaps spiritually sick. Though we did not like their symptoms and the way they disturbed us, they, like ourselves, were sick too. We asked God, to help us show them the same tolerance, pity, and patience that we would cheerfully grant a sick friend. When a person offended, we said to ourselves, this is a sick person. How can I be helpful to him or her? God, save me from being angry. Thy will be done. We avoid retaliation or argument. We wouldn't treat sick people that way. If we do, we destroy our chance of being helpful. We cannot be helpful to all people, but at least God will show us how to take a kindly and tolerant view of each and every person. So see this. This is the Hagar story. God saw her. God understood her. God gave her advice. I believe the angel was actually saying, go back and humble yourself a bit. The psalmist David wrote later on in Psalm 139, he said, Adonai hakatani vadeta. He says, Adonai, you have searched me and you know me. God will show us because God knows us. We recall again what the Torah is teaching us these past couple weeks. First, the Garden of Eden. God says, Ayeka, where are you? I know your true self. I made you. Then we go to Noah. He's an Ish Tzaddik Tamim Haya Bedorotav. He was completely righteous for his generation. He said, Noah, I know you. I choose you. And then Avram comes along, and in this parsha at the beginning, he says, Avram, I choose you, just like he chose each of us. Linda Unger wrote in a book of hers, Spiritual Recovery Through God's Eyes, she says, before I got into recovery, I could not look at myself in the mirror. I thought that God might see me and sent into my deep depression. Shame and guilt was all that was inside me. I somehow felt dirty and unlovable. It wasn't until I began to hear from others how God sees us. I was told of how he knows every hair on my head. He knows my heart. He sings over me and prays over me. When I take one step toward him, he runs to meet me. He is full of love and forgiveness. Should I not show the same grace for myself? God, help me see myself and others through your eyes. The prophet Isaiah writes, can a woman forget her nursing child or have no compassion on the child of her womb? But the prophet says, yes, they may forget. But God says, I will not forget you. Know that you are seen by God. I know there are people in this room that are hurting. I know there are people that are suffering. I know right now, and you know the people around you that are too. Believe that you have been seen. Know that you have been seen and that God's presence really is in your life right now. Trust that. Know that you are seen by a loving and compassionate God, and no one can take that away from you except you. Shabbat Shalom. Let's continue on page 24. Yes? Oh, Baruch Hu. Stand for the Baruch Hu, please. Thank you.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach
Please be seated.
Baruch Adonai Hamavorach Leolam Vaed.
Pardon me. Please be seated and turn to page 33 of the screen for the Shema. Shema are the 6 watchwords of our faith. Shema, to hear, listen, and understand. Yisrael, you who wrestle with your soul and with God and with other souls.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Say shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Say shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom. Say shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya say shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Who say shalom b'romav, who ya say shalom aleinu. Who say shalom b'romav, who yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom b'romav, who yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu.
Said I entered the shuv, didn't think that I can grow. 2 months later on stage, here we go. Said I entered the shuv, didn't think that I can grow. 2 months later on stage, here we go. At the shuv, and we all so close. Every weekend at the beach, we be doing the most. Class in the day, meetings at night, chilling at the Roxbury, looking so tight. I think the man upstairs every night, 'cause my mind and my body got me feeling so right. I'm getting high off life, 'cause he cuts through my pain and my sorrow like a light. The Lord gave me a second chance, so I'ma just kick back and do my. Said the Lord gave me a second chance, so I'ma just kick back and do my.
Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Okay, I think we're going to be able to get done on time, but in case we don't and you start to leave, I want to tell you about a couple of things that are very important. First of all, we have at our table that in the entryway, we have forms to register to vote. Monday's the last time to register. We want to make sure that everyone votes. Doesn't matter how you vote, who you vote for. What matters is that we vote. The other thing I want to tell you about is that we have 2 sponsors for tonight, Risa and Michael Lester and Nina Frigi. We're very grateful. It does mean, however, we need 3 more. Sausen Bergmans, thank you. Thank you. Harold. Gal, thank you. Okay, that was easy. Now I ask those of you who are in mourning or observing a yard site to please rise, turn to page 67. Make sure that nobody's standing alone. As a community, we say Kaddish for Meredith Baskin, Amber Belsky, Patricia Beckerman, Jennifer Berger, Bobby Dorn, Sylvia Feldman, Jordan Feldstein, Scott Harrison, Barbara Hare, Yale Hare, Dwight Keys, Jody Labov, Rachel Machvitz, Chuck Maltz, Hyman Miller, Brett Nadler, Isaiah Negretti, Dee Dee Quinn, David Resnick, Gladys Shapiro, Erwin Shapiro, Emma Steinberg, Michael Sayelski, Phyllis Tell, Lester Trackman, Hannah Wilson, Jamie Zabludowski, the art sites of Muriel Lepeau, Matthew Wolf, Alan Leonard, Mark Newman, Leonard Gloner, Adam Fox, David Wolf, George Rothschild, and Gertrude Colton. Together, Yikadal v'Yikadash Shemei Rabbah, v'Yamah divrach Hirutei v'Yamlich Malchutei, v'Chayechon v'Yomechon v'Chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, v'Agala v'Zman Kariv v'Imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Leolam Olamei Maya, Yitbarach v'Yishtabach v'Yitpa'ar v'Yitromam v'Yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemei dekutsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, Hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who makes comfort in the heavens please bring comfort to all who mourn. Amen. Please let us be seated. Now it's time for the birthdays. So if you have a birthday, Nina, Mark, you have birthdays tonight, don't you? Mark, the birthdays come up and say the prayer in gratitude.
I cried unto you, and you did heal me. O Lord, you saved me from the peril, kept me alive. Then we're going to do the Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hagomel l'chayavim tovot shigamalani kol tov. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who bestows good with our not deserving, and who has dealt graciously with me.
Together, Mishgamal Kol Tov, Hu Yitmel Kol Tov Selah. Kol Tov Selah.
May the one who has caused you good always bestow goodness upon you. Amen. who has caused you good. May the one who has caused you good always bestow goodness upon you.
Man, I never did it that way. Okay, so whoever's going to give a cake to Nina, come on up. Whoever's going to give a cake to Mark, come on up. Let's sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
No, they have to wait. You have to wait until the families get here. What are you doing? How long have you been doing this? You're the one that started it. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Keep coming back sober.
All right, Mark, you're going first.
My name is Mark. I'm a grateful member of this community. Hi, guys. Wow. It's amazing. I've been trying to get this 1 year for a very long time. There used to be a podium here, so this is weird because I feel exposed. It's crazy, especially doing it after hearing all those names. This is really a game of Russian roulette that we play. So far, thank God, my number hasn't been called, but I know 6 people this year who has. So, guys, this is really no joke, and I didn't come here to play around this time. I was very serious. 1 year ago, I was in a bad place. I called the police on myself because I was going crazy. Lost a patch of my hair that was gone for 3 months from, I don't know what it was from, but it was wild, and I can only imagine what I did. I was lying to my family. I was a bad place. I was here in 9,500 on my first day thinking, how the hell did I get here? Again, actually, this is my second time here. First time I was lying, cheating, and using, and I didn't deserve to be here because I didn't want it. And it was very miserable. It was very miserable. But smooth seas never made a skilled sailor. And since then, I've been working really hard. I got a job. I work with a sponsor. I got a job that I've held down for 9 months already, and they like me, and they're promoting me and they want to do more with me, and it's amazing. If they only knew my past, which is wild. I was able to purchase a car that's in my name. And it's a 2000, but I have a lot of pride in it because I earned it, I got an apartment with my beautiful girlfriend that I love, and, I moved out 2 months ago, and it's been tough, but it's amazing, It's not the life I dreamed of yet, but this is the life that I've always wanted. I've been able to my sister had a kid, I'm an uncle, and I was able to keep my promise to her that I would be there for the birth of the baby, and I was. And I've been there for every family occasion this year since, and it's been never since I've been able to do that for a whole year. It's just truly remarkable. This is a very special day, for my family, for everything they've been through. This is a dream. This is something that you think about, but it's almost impossible to fathom. It's only been a year. I know I have so much ahead of me, but today's a special day. And I want to thank a lot of people there. You know, the staff here has been amazing. I've had my counselor, Jeremy, Earl, my therapist, Z. The staff here, you know, they stuck by me. They helped me. They gave me advice, and I kept my head down, and I did what I had to do. My family, my girlfriend's family, who helped us, helped her while I was here. My parents, who I can't say enough about. They had to push me to the side a little bit, and I thank you for loving me from afar and giving me the space I needed, which was very hard for you, but giving me the space I needed to grow and become a man, which is, you know, I resented it in the beginning, but now it's the best thing they could have done is really stay away from me, guys, and not enable my insanity. And to my amazing girlfriend, babe, you have done so much for me this year. You're truly amazing and priceless to me. I mean, you gave me literally, when I had no love for myself, you gave me the love, the courage, the motivation I needed to get through this first year, keep my head down, my nose clean, and just work hard. You've been there for me ever since. I love you to death. Thank you for being there for me. And I know I got a long road ahead of me, guys, and it's only been a year, but today we celebrate. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nina. I'm an alcoholic. Oh, good. Thank you. And a very grateful member of this community. Thank you. And I first I want to say to Mark, you have 1 year and a 2000. Your car is a 2000. Well, I have 10 years and a 2001. So I signed up to take my cake tonight before I knew it was Alumni Shabbat. And then when I found out it was Alumni Shabbat, I'm like, oh my God, I can't, you know. And then I realized, you know, what a better time for me to take my 10-year cake than at Alumni Shabbat. Okay, so, yeah, so I'm very happy to be here. And before I forget, I want to thank my roommate, Nina Jo. Every year I forget to say that. And she's stuck by me through thick and thin. She understands me, and she works opposite hours than I do, so we don't have to see each other that much, so it's really good. And then, let's see, I ran into a graduate of BTS at a meeting, and she said, isn't it amazing, isn't it incredible, all the lives that Rabbi and Harriet have saved? And I'm like, yeah, I know. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me, you know, that you guys saved my life. Thank you. And it's, well, anyway, I was going to do this. I have one, oh yeah. And, and every part of my life is better because of you. I mean, I am happy to be alive. And most important, I love my little family, and I wouldn't have it if I weren't sober. And I thank all of you for sharing my birthday with me. Thank you.
And with this much joy, we have to remember that there are people who suffer from illness of the mind, illness of the body, and illness of the spirit. So I'm going to say this, Misha Berach, I'll stop, and then you put out the names of those for whom you pray. Misha Berach Avotenu v'Imotenu Hu Yivarech v'Rapeh HaCholim. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal. Please put out your names. Kadosh Baruch Hu, send a complete healing, a healing of the body and a healing of the soul, and let it happen right now. Let us all say.
Amen.
Please join in the singing of the Misha Berach. It's the Debbie Friedman one, right? Yes. Okay. It's on 56 and the screens.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mikor HaBrecha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Okay, so we got a couple of things happening. I'm switching up the order. We have a last song to do that you'll love, I promise you. But I want to announce that the marathon is still happening. You can meet us this Sunday at the Cannon at Santa Monica Pier. We're the only official Jewish charity that runs the LA Marathon. And we train from now until the marathon. Our alumni picnic is November 4th. That's 2 weeks from Sunday. You can celebrate our fun and celebrate with fun and sobriety with residents, alumni. Come. You can help grill and bring food. If you want to know more, you can contact Melanie. Is Melanie still here? Melanie over there, or Carrie Newman. Carrie Newman's having a tough time surrendering control of it. However, Melanie is right on it. So we have, November is an amazing month because on the 4th we have our picnic. On the 11th we have a high tea fashion show that Harriet is going to be one of the models. And then on the 18th, we have a one-stop shopping for Hanukkah, our holiday boutique. We have some amazing, amazing vendors coming, and Beit Shuvah gets part of the proceeds. So there's 3 Sundays that are boom, 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 and it is an amazing month. I promise you December will be easy. So let's show up for November. I want to again thank all the alumni that participated tonight. Rabbi Michael, Sam on the drums there, David on the guitar, Glenn on the whatever, Jimmy Wolf, what? Daniel Adut. I would say Richie, but I think Richie is still outside. Freddie on the harmonica. Laura on the piano. Our cantorial soloist, Nate. So, now we need the, what do we need? Who do we need up here? Nobody, right? The choir. Oh, the choir?
You want to do the Kiddush first?
No.
Okay. Choir, come on up.
Choir, come on up.
Give it up for the choir, everyone.
But it's okay.
Got to stall.
Vishamru V'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot Et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam Vishamru V'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot Et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam B'nei uvein B'nei Yisrael Oti B'nei uvein B'nei Yisrael Oti Le'olam Sheshet Yamim B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot Et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam Ubayom HaShvi'i Shabbat Vayi nafal Ubayom HaShvi'i B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot Et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen. Now grab a piece of challah, a piece of somebody who's got a piece of challah, but
watch where you grab that piece. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Good Shabbos, everybody.